Oh, I thought as much. I thought as much. I was wondering why all of my charts just cleared. Can you imagine? So let's continue using the replay button. Replay, yeah. Let me clear all the charts. They're already getting boring. So I could show you guys. I could show you guys everything. I'm gonna have to cut this video before I post it on other platform. Alright, so this is the external range liquidity. This is the external range liquidity ARL. So we're anticipating that price is going to clear this external range liquidity on a new day. Alright, so all you have to do, go into like your entry confirmation. If you are trading gold and other pairs, you could go into your 5 minutes. You could go into your 15 minutes time frame or your 30 minutes time frame. Alright, you just want to backtest some couple of systems to arrive at something. So just like I've explained the pattern, number one, let me re-explain again so for others to get it right. So number one is, let's assume we have various swings forming like this, right, on the lower time frame. Number one is you want to anticipate the liquidity support, this high. Number two is you want to anticipate an higher probability of that block. Alright, before that, you must make sure you are measuring from this low to this high. Is it trading to 0.5 level? If it's trading to 0.5 level, means it's valid. Alright, so that's number one. You anticipate the price trade into the to this higher probability of that block. Then you just mark out your entries from that point. Is that you're using this higher probability of that block? But is that you're using this other block, not higher probability of that block. But if it's in close proximity, let's assume the other block is closed inside here, you could actually use this other block, this entry as your entry, and then your stop loss is just going to be on this second stop right here, just like this. So this is, and then you target maybe an external range liquidity. So this is like phase one order flow in an efficient market. Alright, note something, this last one too must be efficient. So if the last one was efficient, you could actually enter from here and you stop. But in a situation when this low, when you measure this zone, is not trading to the 0.5 level like this, the last one before this one, then you will now use the 0.5 level as your entry to take a buy. So all you have to do was anticipate that this price trigger this low, then clears a new high. So that's it. So at this point, same thing happened right here. Number one is you look for a clear of this high. Number one. Number two is you anticipate the clear of this low. Alright, you anticipate the clear of this low. Give me a moment. Who is it? How far now? I will reach out. I come. Alright, apologies for that. So all you have to do, so from this first swing, this is not a swing, this is inside here, this is just like spread. So this is a valid swing. From this one is the first one, and if you measure the last one that was created to this high, you discover that it's not trading to 0.5 level. All you have to do is enter at the 0.5 level or look for another block that is near there that you could actually enter if the spread is too much. So that was how we got this first entry, and our stop loss is like right below. You could actually put your stop loss below here, so you could give your trade a breathing space. Yeah, let me delete this one. So that was how we started to anticipate a new buy. That's how we started to anticipate a new buy going into the new week. So your stop loss right here, your stop below right here. Then our target will most definitely target the external range liquidity. Alright, but I don't leave trades overnight, so I would most definitely close at any point I get a reversal. So let's use the play button. So this was Monday last week, so that was how we got an entry on Monday. So that this was up to 7 a.m. This was going to 7 a.m. So that was the first TP for the week. So let me use the play button. That was the first TP. So another entry is forming. This is still 6 a.m. in the morning. So I was just watching. When I got that entry, just like calm down and watch the whole everything unfolds. Alright. So as at this point, we are looking for um okay, so something came up. Yeah. So something came up. Let's go back into our 4 hours, 3 hours, 2 hours, and 1 hour time frame. Just like I told you, price will always react from an higher probability order block. So we just marked out an higher probability order block at this point. We had one here that reversed this low. So you don't want to be in that trap. Do you get me now? So you don't want to be in that trap. So you just want to test it for the day. So I had to test for a possible reversal at this point. But logically, I'm supposed to be looking for buy continuation, like non-stop. I hope you guys understand. So that was a mistake I made last week. Then I took profit. I took profit very early. So I took profit at this high right here when I sensed a possible reversal. So I just took profit there. So that was the first trade of the week. So this point was when I was now testing for a reversal, in which I wasn't supposed to, because I've been carrying the sentiment from when that swing, that higher probability of that block started. I've been dragging it, that hopefully one day is going to trigger it. So eventually when it triggered, it's no longer valid. Do you get? So sometimes you might just carry on sentiment for a very long period of time. So that was it. So from here, this was an higher probability. This was a point of reversal. This was minimum of 3 candles. At least we have like about like minimum of 3 candles right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. So this will serve as the MSS. This is the serve as the MSS. So all I tried to do was possibly catch for a reversal. Look for a reversal point. So possibly a reversal at an higher probability of that block or something right there. So let's use the play button. Remember, I told you guys I don't leave trades overnight. So that was how this one missed. I think this was a missed for that day. So this was already getting to like 12 p.m. and this is not triggering. So what I could have done for that day was, I think something came up. Okay, I think she triggered. I think she triggered. Yes, she triggered as at about 3 p.m. You remember I told you guys I don't leave trades to about like 5 p.m. I don't leave trades till 5 p.m. I don't enter any more trades once it's like past 5. Yeah. So this is going to like a new day. Alright, it's just ranging from that particular point. So the ranging makes me know that price is going to buy on a new day. Remember I told you guys I don't leave trades. This is getting to before the closing. Sorry, excuse me. So before the closing, I had an entry that says sell from here. So stop loss was right here. So I had to close before the closing of that particular day. So I closed about like 0 point something right there. So just because of the consolidation, I knew price is going to is going to invalidate this high on a new day. So all I had to do was wait for a new day for it to be invalidated. But logically, what I could have done is I should have entered at possibly an higher probability of that block right here. And a higher probability of that. Remember I told you entry, order block, then your stop loss will be on second liquidity. So I could have been able to catch an entry here and then buy from there. But I didn't do that. But due to this POI, still reacted, or I didn't take me out like eventually. This is to tell you that this confluence is a very strong confluence. So on a new day, I just knew price is going to clear us out. So I just waited for price to take us out. So when price take it out, I wasn't in the position anymore because I closed before opening of a new day. So all I have to do was look for a new entry. Alright, just be patient, you will get the new entry. So that was how I was going for the new week. Like this was apparently I think on Tuesday. So price was consolidating. Like on the new day, perhaps I could have been able to like catch an entry. Ooh, this was on two. This was on two on the opening of a new day. So I could have been able to catch an entry from this low. Yeah, I remembered. I could have been able to catch an entry from this low, but due to this sentiment of this POI right here, due to this sentiment right here, I couldn't take this entry because this is one, two, minimum of two candles. This is three candles. You could have actually used this entry. You could have used another block. I could have bought from here on a new day, but because of this sentiment, which it was wrong, because of this sentiment I could not get a new entry on the day two, that my stop loss could have been like on the second liquidity, and I could have buy to like new day, all right, or this external range, all right. I'm not going to want to wait on this external. I will give it more breathing space, all right. Perhaps maybe we could like make um maybe like 635. I'm greedy, so you can't judge me. So I could have like tried dragging it up and then wait since it's the beginning of a new day. This is just 3 p.m and we've already cleared a new external. I'm just trying to explain my thought process so that most of you guys are going to get it right. Yeah. Honey Ben, are you getting me now?
Yes, sir. I'm
Are you guys enjoying the session?
Yes, I'm doing it, sir.
Yeah. So I could have tried. I could have been greedy. Yeah, because it's just the starting of the new day, so I would just be like, is he going to buy more? But then eventually bought more. But then I could have. So at this point, all I had to do was, so I didn't take this buy, but I could have taken it if I knew this POI was something that could have failed, but I was anticipating that it failed, so I could use last liquidity. Do you remember last liquidity? So when this actually failed, so it just gave me a confluence that I'm going to use last liquidity. All right, this is last liquidity created. Last liquidity. This is last liquidity. This is last swing. So the one that is giving us minimum of 3. This was the last swing, giving us minimum of 3. You could have take your entries from this high right here. All right. So this was how I managed to catch a new entry at this low. All right. Did it even trigger me? I could not remember, but I could have taken a profit right there. So price, I think price reversed. Did you TP here that day? I could not remember. But then let's just follow the trading system. Yeah. So I took an entry from there again. I think price was consolidating like crazy. Yeah. So I think this was like getting to like 1 p.m., 1 to like 2 p.m. It was still ranging like crazy. Like, bro, the fuck. So then it now started to buy. Yes, I've remembered. Can you see? Even though I missed an entry right here, that I could have been able to like catch an entry, I still managed to catch a new one. Even though this was an invalidation, I still managed to catch an entry. Do you guys get me now? So as much as I missed this one, I was still able to, because this is now like an invalidation, because I was selling. I was waiting for it to invalidate. Then I used the last liquidity to buy. That was how I started buying for I noticed that on the group, on the alchemist group, you guys are just lamenting because you guys don't understand how I got to this buy. Now you guys understand how I got this buy, even though the confluence, something happened right there, but then it's more experience added. So you could actually swing it. You could swing it. So I don't leave trades overnight, so I would just most definitely close before the opening of a new day. So you just leave it to run. So I just left it there to run and rot. So she was just running before the closing of the new day. Yeah, so this was the closing of the new day. So I just started to close at about like one range right there. So if you did it, if let's assume I missed this one, I could have still used my confidence to get a new entry right here to start buying. But some people could have seen this as an invalidation. Could have seen this as an invalidation. Alright. Some of you guys could have seen this as an invalidation to take a sell. And that's to tell you that this POI, as much as is, but it's still like a strong confluence since we have a reaction right here. So all you have to do is wait for a break, all right, then you use last liquidity to take a buy. So that was how we managed to get a buy right there. So we had to close before the opening of a new day. Now this is a TP, this is a TP right there, this is an half TP, this is a new TP. Going into the new day, just to make guys know that you know it was apparently a profitable week. So we closed our profit right there, right there. So going into the new week, alright, you want to continue buying, remember. So same concept that I taught you guys. Last liquidity, even though price was like in an overbought situation, but then you want to follow your system. Alright, I've had enough TP already, so if I take one SL2, it's not bad. Come on. So because this was the last swing, the other block is inside, so I just, what do I have to do? I just use another block entry right there, and then my stop loss was just, it was supposed to be on second liquidity, but I placed it on the third one like this. Most definitely to take a buy for the new day. For the new day, remember this was on 3. This was like going to 3 p.m., 3 a.m. in the morning. So when price didn't trigger it. So I felt like something that happened right here. I missed this entry. That was how I missed this entry, and I was so furious. I'm sharing with you guys my thought process of what happened that last week. So I felt like maybe perhaps this, when you guys remember this, just like I've always explained to you guys. First liquidity sweep, second you use anticipate this liquidity, third one. But I think from this other block that was on this second liquidity was what this motherfucker used as an entry to trigger this entry right here. But it was supposed to come from my liquidity sweep right here. But then it was a fucked up system. It was a fucked up trade that day. Alright, that was how I couldn't manage to like get a third TP. So when I had a new, maybe perhaps that was a miss, I had a new liquidity sweep. Alright, you still keep on going, anticipating. Alright, so ever since he missed this entry, I should have known that price is just up to something crazy. So then could have put this entry at right here. I put this entry right there because of this other block inside. Then stop loss is just gonna be on the second liquidity. Then we're like supposed to continue buying. So yeah. So I just waited. Wait and wait and wait. Play the waiting game. So I think something came up. Did this entry triggered? Motherfucker didn't trigger. This was last liquidity. Can you imagine? This motherfucker didn't trigger for the second time. And this bro ran about like motherfucking 1,000 pips. Like, what the fuck? Like, bro, I was actually targeting about like 3.6 or something. And then bro missed the entry. And then I think it bought like crazy. I can't remember this particular point. I think maybe it was the first one I missed. Yes, I still remember. That was how the motherfucker bought like crazy. It just started buying. Like, I was so mad, like, bro. I was so mad. Well, even though the other previous days were like very good. But so when I missed that, I still look for same system, liquidity sweep, liquidity sweep, liquidity sweep below. Alright, this was supposed to be like this swing isn't valid, so yeah, you could use this one as another block. But then I just had an entry. Just give me an entry. So I didn't even use this 0.5. I just put it at this top loss. Just give me an entry, I beg. Let me trigger one entry, give me profit. So that was how I tried to enter that particular point. And then bro was buying like crazy. Bro was buying like, oh gosh, I was so pained. I was so pained. But what do I have to do? I just wait. I don't have to mess up my edge. So that was it. Going into like day 4. So I couldn't look for entries anymore at this point. So I had to give up. Chasing an entry because of a new day. So this was a new day. So on a new day, you look for another entry. Note, during the closing, I usually like close during the closing of London session. So I don't look for any other entry. Like, once London session closes, I don't look for any other entry. So yeah, so that was how a new day opened. Remember, minimum of 3 candles. This is minimum of 3 candles. There's no minimum of 3 candles here, and there's none, as you can see. So this was like a liquidity sweep, just like I've always said, liquidity sweep. You can use this other block as your entry, but this other block is on this first liquidity. Put your entry at that point. Put your entry at that point. That was how I triggered an entry right here, and my stop loss was like on second liquidity. Pay attention. I took a stop loss right here, I guess. So it's not always fun. Even though as much as it triggered, alright, it was ranging. Now taking us out. Eventually taking us out. So taking us out on a new day, I was like, ah, the fuck. Maybe winning streak has ended, you know. So that was the first. So apparently we're actually anticipating that price will reverse to this last liquidity then sell. You remember last liquidity, just like we've always explained, last liquidity. So let me delete this one so that it doesn't confuse. So that was like one stop after several TPs, right? TP, missed. Then this was like one stop, one R. If you are calculating for yourself, could put you could put one or two together. So yeah, so price has already swing that low. So what do we have to do? Some people, I got some of my students were actually looking for a buy into this zone. All right, I think I saw some of them. It's not aligning with my confluence, so why would I want to be looking for a buy? So that was it. I didn't look for a buy. Yeah, what did you say?
I took the vibe.
I saw some couple of guys like that took the buy, but it's a fine buy, you know. It's a fine buy since eventually the fact that it took me out on a new day, and this was clearing all liquidity, so I could have used like last liquidity to like enter. So that was it for the new week. So as at this point, this was even an entry for some of you guys that managed to get the buy. But if I was the one, I'm not going to take this buy, so I just left it right there. So this was their first liquidity, but like you could have entered or used another block that was inside there to enter. So you could have entered at here, Alright, I think it was before NFP. So some of you guys could have entered at that and put your stop loss most definitely here, and maybe your TP at this last liquidity or something, or target this high. Perhaps this was still about like 12 in the morning. It was still about like 12. But me, most definitely, I was waiting for a massive sale. Do you get? So I was just anticipating for. So this was like a very good buy, to this TP, and this was a very beautiful one. This was a very beautiful buy. Can you see? After this was when my entry now triggered. For a possible sale. Alright, and my stop loss was above this eye. So stop loss was above that eye. So I was taking this sell. I was on this sell, trying to sell off last week using last liquidity. Sell off last week. Trading is not hard though. Then price reversed to my entry. Alright, so it was getting to my no trading zone. So this was like getting to a new day. Do you guys get now? So this was getting to a new day. So I had to close about like 1:1. Do you guys get now? Are you guys paying attention? I hope you guys are paying attention. So I had to close about like 1:1 here for that particular week. About like 1:1 like that. So if you calculate like that, I've had one loss. Alright, this was a profit. This was a miss. I also had a miss. This was a TP. This was 1:0.5, and this was a very good TP. That was going into the new week. So everything all boils down to your discipline. Everything comes down to your discipline. Do you guys understand me now? So let's proceed. So I just wait for a new day. Remember, I don't leave trades overnight. Wait for a new day. When it was consolidating, see, you see, this concept of don't leave trade overnight has saved me a lot of odus and codus. Do you guys get me now? So waiting for a new day, all I had to do was when the new day opened, all right, this price already triggered. All you have to do is wait for a continuation. So all I had to do was look for minimum of 3 candles that is forming. So the one that was forming was above this high. So on a new day it was consolidating. I'm still like on a sell bias. So I just closed here at 0.5, then opened on a new day to catch an entry at this last liquidity. Then my stop loss was like above this high. Stop loss was above that high. Then same concept, trying to sell off. Then that was how we take an entry. I think this was now on Friday. So that was how we take an entry. And then on 6 a.m. I had the entry there, 6 a.m., and that was how we took the second loss. And then what I had to do, just close for the week. Bas, done for the week. It was so fun. But the news, you guys, whatever happens, make sure you are following your process. This was when the news now occurred. News came out negative and then took us out. That was how we managed to get 2 stops last week. And then that was it for the week. So after this was about like 3 p.m. So I was looking, maybe I would see an entry, possibly maybe a consolidation, then no entry, no more entries. And then yeah, that was how. Wow. Oh, this is not an entry. This is not an entry. Yeah, so that was how we're done for the week. And then I had to close for the week. Do you guys understand now? Do you guys have any question? That was how we were done for the week. That was literally all for the week. Yeah. If perhaps there's any point you didn't get in this explanation, just let me know, and I'll try as much as possible to quickly go back and explain so that everyone can get it right. Do you guys understand my explanation and all? Uh, do you guys understand?
Yeah, I think it's pretty clear. Like even the way you were trying to illustrate your thought process. Yeah, it's literally makes sense.
So you guys get it now. You guys are literally getting free mentorship from me. Can you imagine? But it's fine. So that was how we call it today. From last week. Yeah, that was how we call it today. Alright, you see, it's very small, but the rules have been keeping us in check. Do you get? The rules has been saving a lot. That's where discipline comes in. This was just a -1 hour. Just the -1 hour, 2 hour. Then you have like multiple TPs from your consistency. Do you guys get me now? Do you guys get? So
Yes.
yeah.
Okay, I don't.
So that was everything for the week. Few but understandable. Abi? Yeah. Uh, this was the one that pained me the most. Because I could have closed at this high before the opening of a new day. I could have closed at this high, and then I could have made a lot of money from there too. TP here, TP here, TP here, TP here, TP here, and yeah. Just tell me, with this whole system, how wouldn't you be profitable? Like, easy. Everything I've always explained for you guys, this is it right there. That's it right there. I'm just being clearly honest with you guys. And that was it. Nothing much. See, that is not even hard. The trading, easy. Don't leave your trades overnight. Wherever you are, close. Look for strategize on a new day. Easy. Quite understandable. Alright, so pending no questions, this is where we'll be drawing the lines. This is where we'll be calling it today. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Make sure you like and subscribe. Yeah?
Some people are using their hands
Oh, really?
for
Maybe
it.
I'll just switch to the iPad. Then we'll continue from there.